Okay, we're back. I had to take a break there, and we got to wrap it up. Um, it seems whatever subject we get on kind of gets, today at least, I'm sorry, I apologize that we've been getting into the details too much instead of just keeping it simple, where this is the chart that you would use on the bar here, and these notes would go below the bar. So you go like two would be, all right, we could use C as the second of B flat. It would be going lower than the bar right there. Okay, let's try it again. That's below the bar. Here is the bar, the original bar. There's the original bar. Okay, so that goes lower than the bar. Trust me. As does everything else. And then the warp. And but the big pattern over here is designed not to go below the bar. And I exploited these guys here, where they come from. Okay, we don't have a 7L here. We got into that discussion before, where they come from. All right, but they are part of. See this guy, and this guy. These three patterns here. All right, they stack one on top of another. So you stack this guy on top of this one, and then put this 634 over like that, and then you put this one over in that corner, and it forms your 7L. I think we have a 7L. Here's a 7L. No, that's actually not. That's not a strict 7L. But you can see how this is an interesting thing. See how the 7L actually fits in there. Okay, so that's very interesting. I substituted it where it belongs, where it came from. Okay, so these are the 7Ls. This one's sticking up a little bit. All right, here it is. It's this shape. So down here we have an S2L. Remember those shapes I was showing you? Those guys? And then we have an S3S next to that, interleaved with it. On top of that S3S, we have an S2L. And then interleaved with that top row is an S3S. Put them together and you get this middle 5 root 4, 4 5 6 6 3 7 7 6 5 right here. Okay, so that's where I got the middle pattern from. All right, now back to this diagram. So these are the elements of that 7L that we were just looking at. They're the building blocks. Okay, now this right here, the stack of 3 long here, extra long, is here. I colored it. Okay. Now that's not these colors, but it probably is similar origin. So this pattern stack doesn't have any notes to the left of the first fret. So you start on 5, you're not going to be over here, where when this one starts on 5, you're going to be one to the left for the other members of this. So the 5 starts there, you're going to be one to the left for the 7. The 3 stacks on top of the 7, that's left of the bar. Okay, so these are all to the right of the bar, and that's very important. Well, what do we have here? A situation where I had to, it's like a 5-6 sandwich. So let's look at this one up here, because it's repeating. It repeats. So what's going on down here is going on up here. Same thing. It's a repeating pattern stack. This is a 5-6 sandwich. You got a 5-6 here and a 5-6 here, right? So it's if they weren't there, because it's the same notes. So you could just collapse it down to a 5/6. So your S3S, which is over here, is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7R2. Watch this. Down below, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we collapse this 5, 6 down. It doesn't exist anymore. Boom. We could just play that whole pattern in between, and we've gone in a big circle, Rough's path, and back. Like in a Monopoly game, right? Or something, or one of those game plays. You used to play Trouble or something like that. It was called Rough's Path. You'd have to roll your dice and do all the things and come back where you were before. It's like a maze, but you come back where you were. So there's 5, 6, there's 5, 6. So that we could just treat as a 5, 6. So we could treat this as an S2L. And again, this is the S2L. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7R2. Alright, so here's for the money. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7R2. So we have our expanded S3S. We basically have an extra S3XL sandwich here. Right? It's a 5, 6 sandwich. This would be 5, 6. I'm going to put the annotate on that, hopefully. So back to the usual stack, we got the 7R2, and then back to an S2L, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7R. It's going to sit right on top in fourths. R goes to 4, 2 goes to 5. Again, it starts again. Okay, so that's what we have. Now watch this. When you get to the pattern is implemented in these guys here. All right, so now C is different because C doesn't go below the bar, so we have to go to something else. So let's go to the A. This is the A shape right here. All right, I can't get it. Want to get it over. Why it doesn't want to come over anymore? Because it's at the end of the chart there already. So let's look at this A shape here. This is the open A shape, which means everything is to the right of the bar. So you start on this, and we're going to use one of the long patterns here, 5, 6, 7, R2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then go to the 7R2, because remember, we lock in on that 5, 6 sandwich here. Here's the 5, 6 sandwich, right? It's like it doesn't exist. It's just right there. So we pick up the patterns from there and go into this. Now we run into a problem here, and we have this double note effect. Okay? That's where it's interesting. If this is played on the open string, these are the same notes. It doesn't matter if you bump into this string when you're playing this note. This note's going to play. It's as if you were tuning your guitar. So we get up there, we go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and now it's going to be in the key of what? Well, E is the fifth of A. So this is really in the key of A. The key of A. It's the A shape in the key of A. That's very nice. Now for you, it would come out F. That's the 2-2. Okay, so now you'd probably want to drop it down to the 2, because I can't find that 2 anymore. I'm not on that pattern. I'm coming back down 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm going to go to this 2 because I can't find this 2. I don't know where it is. It's unwarped. It's unwarped, so I'm going from a warped to an unwarped, but on an interval, it's a little difficult to do. So I'll just take the open 2, like that, okay, and then I have the trouble of finding the root, but that's not bad. That's not as bad as finding that 2. So well, some people disagree.